Death Stranding is finally here. From the beginning, Hideo Kojima's latest game has been shrouded in mystery. From a baby giving us a thumbs up to Norman Reedus' entire ass, the initial trailers left us confused but wanting more. There's no denying it. Death Stranding is a trippy game. To celebrate its release, we've come up with a list of the 5 trippiest games to enjoy after you've gotten a taste of the strange, unconventional game that is Death Stranding. Metal Gear Solid 2: Sons of Liberty. At first, Metal Gear Solid 2 just seemed like a quality sequel to 1998's Metal Gear Solid. There were familiar faces, its gameplay and storyline are similar, and Metal Gear still needs to be stopped. But just as you grow comfortable with your mission, and Raiden, the story flips on its head after you learn about the Patriots and their control over global information. Your mission goes from saving the president from Dead Cell to destroying a government-built AI that controls the flow of information. Information that directly involves you on your mission. The twists and turns this story pulls you through are award-winning and will have you questioning every action you make and every plot point in the story. By the time you feel like you know all there is to know, the story throws another curveball, continually making you feel like a pawn. Upon completing the game, you feel mentally awakened and broken at the same time, only to be treated by a cliffhanger post-credit scene.
They're already dead. All 12 of them.
When did it happen?
About 100 years ago.
BioShock. The story of BioShock is as memorable as it is freaky. The twisted plot constantly plays with your expectations, giving you a false sense of control and purpose. As you navigate the underwater city of Rapture, you learn more about its disturbing past and fall from grace. You discover a city plagued by corruption, genetic mutation, and a warped philosophy. And with no contact from the surface world, your only encounters are with the terrifying inhabitants of Rapture. Splicers, Big Daddies, and Little Sisters. These genetically altered beings are the products of a disturbing series of events that unfolds and grows all the more intriguing the further you progress, which ultimately leads to one of the most shocking endings in modern video games. Eternal Darkness: Sanity's Requiem. In 2002, the Nintendo GameCube was gifted a strange little exclusive that bent the rules of survival horror. By breaking the fourth wall in a number of unique ways, it made you vulnerable through your playthrough. Not just from the unsettling story, but from some of its deceptive in-game mechanics. When encountering enemies, the game will trick you in numerous ways, including falsely ending the game, pretending to delete save files, and even blue screening your game. This can be prevented by keeping the game's sanity meter in check, but if it drops near enemies, these disorienting effects make it hard for you to focus. The on-screen character will start to audibly panic, and the effects will start to take place, even with no enemies present. The entire experience makes you and the character feel insane and no longer in control. This unique feeling of helplessness and terror is one that will always make this game stand out, not only in the GameCube's library, but in all video games. Amnesia: The Dark Descent. On the surface, Amnesia: The Dark Descent may just seem like a streamer-friendly good time, but this indie survival horror game messes with your head like few others can. Your journey begins in a dark castle, where you have no memory of the past events. The darkness surrounding you quickly becomes your main enemy. This game's plot is fragmented, making you rebuild your memory by way of journal entries written by your character, Daniel. You roam around in the darkness without a weapon, hoping to uncover the truth of your past quickly before going completely insane or getting jump scared. What results is an otherworldly plot including interdimensional beings, torture, and a mysterious mind-controlling orb. Since the game's 2010 launch, its impact on indie survival horror games cannot be ignored. Silent Hill. The original Silent Hill pulls no punches with its delusional story. Immediately after the opening scene, you are thrown into a world created by nightmares. As you search for your daughter in the fog-covered town, you'll meet others along the way, only to end up with more questions than answers. It carries themes of death, greed, rebirth, and fear alongside many others. The terrifying enemies you face are manifestations of these themes that represent the darker side of human psyche and society as a whole. Silent Hill's tone and psychological story carry over into its gameplay. It's dark, you always feel lost, and you witness its disturbing themes come to life. If you want an ordinary survival horror title, look elsewhere, because Silent Hill will mess with your head unlike any other.
This was only a handful of some of our favorite trippiest games. So in the comments, let us know which are some of your favorites. Thanks for watching.